funny animals can teach you.
Ashley, look at me.
This is a cat. Her name is Olivka. She loves sitting on the windowsill and looking out the window. At that moment, she was active as she had been sleeping for 2 hours before. Yesterday, at 2:30, she was carefully watching the doves. This is a dove. After watching the birds, Olivka started to wash her face with her paws. Here are her paws. What was she doing next? Olivka was lying on the sofa suspiciously. Maybe she had done something bad? Something like this? It was 5:45 when Olivka began to meow. She was hungry. Finally, they gave me the yogurt. The dog also wanted to eat, so it was barking under the table, asking for food. We were just walking when noticed that cute animal. Even a squirrel in the park didn't mind snacking on a nut. It climbed the leg. That was fantastic. A very noisy hedgehog came to my garden. It found dry cat food in the saucer. The hedgehog had been eating for 20 minutes. It was a lovely scene. At 5:10, Murka was also having her snack. While she was eating, someone was very interested in this process. In the end, all our animals were full, so full that some of them were not able to stand on their legs. 7 p.m. Time to play with a hamster Biba and dance. The hamster had been running back and forth for 5 minutes. Biba climbed onto the roof of his house. While he was climbing, Olivka was quietly lying and watching him. Perhaps Biba was a bit afraid of the cats. At that very moment, a parrot called Patrick was drawing a picture on the mirror. He was watching his reflection. Patrick loves communicating with the mirror. In this video, you met almost all past tenses. Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. I don't think you can be confused with the past simple and past continuous tenses, but perhaps you may have some problems with past continuous and past perfect continuous tenses. So let's find out the difference between these two tenses via our examples from the video. Let's have a closer look at our slide. Here you can see our formulas. How do we build past continuous tense? We need was or were plus verb with ing. What about past perfect continuous? Its formula is had been plus verb with ing ending. Both these tenses describe an ongoing or continuous action in the past. But what is the difference? Past continuous tense expresses an ongoing action in progress at a particular moment in the past. Let's read our example. At 2:30, my cat was watching the doves. Exactly at that moment, my cat was doing something. She was watching the doves. And when we're talking about past perfect continuous, this tense expresses an ongoing action that is not necessarily in progress at a particular moment in the past. And very often, we can see the consequence, the result. So, the consequence of that action has an impact on that specific moment in the past. And our example, Alivka was active as she had been sleeping for 2 hours. So, why was she active? She didn't want to sleep. She was cheerful. She was full of energy. And that is a consequence, or that is the result of some action before. That is the result of her sleep. Now, let's have a look at another point. When we are talking about the past continuous tense, it expresses actions which took place at the same time. Let's read our example. While the hamster was climbing onto the roof, the cat was watching him. So, process number 1, the hamster was climbing. Process number 2, the cat was watching him. And these two processes took place simultaneously. That means at the same time. And frequently you will meet sentences when a long action was interrupted by a short one. Let's read our example. We were just walking when noticed that cute animal. Walking, that is a long action. And to notice something or somebody, that is a short action. So, our long action was interrupted by a short one. And what about the order of events? In the past perfect continuous tense, it expresses an action in progress before a particular moment in the past. Let's read our sentence. Alivka was active as she had been sleeping for 2 hours before she jumped onto the windowsill. So, first, she had been sleeping for 2 hours. That is the process which took place before another action happened in the past. It took place before she jumped onto the windowsill. That is one more difference between these two tenses. And now let's talk about time reference. When we are talking about past continuous, we don't know about a duration of an action. As in our example, Patrick was watching his reflection. Actually, we don't know for how long he was doing this, and it's not important. And in the past perfect continuous tense, we often specify a duration or a period of time using for or since. And our example, the hamster had been running back and forth for 5 minutes. Here we can see the duration of our action, 5 minutes. You can't say the hamster was running back and forth for 5 minutes. It would be incorrect. I hope you learned something new. If you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye bye.